All right, the season is done and dusted now. This is not a season review. We'll do that later on in the week, but let's talk about what just happened. Before I give you my thoughts on everything that just happened, hoodies are still available. I think there's like 45 or something left now, so they're going really quickly. The link is down below, and it's not just because they're mine, but they are the most comfortable and like keep you the most warm hoodie I've ever felt in my entire life. It's like a thick cotton. It's got this cool thing inside of it. Highly recommend. I'm doing a run this week to send them out. There's so many to send out. It's absolutely nuts. But get in quick before they go. They won't ever be there again. It's a limited special run for you guys. Anyway, let's give you my thoughts. Now, the season is fully done. Collingwood finished ninth on 52 points, like 102%. And we miss out on finals by 7.7% or something like that because Carlton are eighth. So St Kilda beat Carlton with the last kick of the game, very Jamie Elliott-esque, and that was fun. It was fun. It was good. It was actually just a really good game, just in general. And um, Carlton were out of the eight. Oh, sorry, the Carlton were on the precipice of being out of the eight if Fremantle won. And Fremantle did the ultimate choke job. And this is not just because I hate Carlton, but it's mainly because Fremantle, they were a good team this season for a fair chunk of this season. And then these last couple of weeks they've been choking and losing and stuff like that. And then this game, it just looked like they didn't want to play finals. They were very fumbly. Port's pressure was really good. And I've called Port pretenders this whole season. And they probably proved to me that they weren't pretenders. And, you know, it is what it is. It was a really good game. It was a good final two games of the season. And even the GWS Bulldogs game was really good as well. So it was a good Super Sunday. Leading into finals, it's going to be a fantastic final series. I still don't know who I want to win the whole thing. I don't know, like Hawthorn Doggies is going to be a really good game. Brisbane Carlton, they're literally all really good games. And this could go either way. I've said all season, or not all season, probably from halfway through the season, that anyone from, you don't have to be in the top four. Anyone from 8th to 5th can win it as well. It would be a hard run, but they can win it. So it's going to be really interesting. But mainly I wanted to make this video just to talk about Collingwood. And 52 points. Carlton are on 52 points. We lost 9 games for the entire season, which is the same amount as 6th and 7th place. So same amount as Bulldogs, same amount as Hawthorn in 6th and 7th. They've lost 9 wins as well. 8th, Carlton, they had 10 losses. But it was our draws that killed us in the end. Now, people will say, and Collingwood supporters will say, that it was that Fremantle game where we drew, umpire, Lockie Sullivan giving the ball to Nick Dacos, time wasting, whatever the umpire wanted to call it, and then they scored that goal, and we go on and draw that game. And it's crazy because, Craig McRae always says that we shouldn't live in what ifs because it makes us sick. And I'm on that bandwagon as well. Like living in what ifs and if onlys and would have, could have, and should haves will make you sick. And it's making me sick to think about these close games that we lost this season. And there's no one else to blame but ourselves. And I know injuries take a big toll in it, but there's no one to blame but ourselves. The Essendon game that drew was probably a good result. I think Essendon, 30 more seconds and they would have beaten us. They had that shot right after next to the end of the game, and Langford missed. The Fremantle game will be absolutely kicking ourselves over because we were up by 27 points. We go on and draw that game. So if Fremantle win that game, or if Collingwood win that game, that team is playing finals. It's so insane that the tightest of margins dictate how the season finishes or how the season could have ended up. And in a parallel universe, that ball bounces another way, and Fremantle or Collingwood are in the 8, and then you got to think of the most recent one, which I hate it so much, is the Sydney game. We lose by 3 points, and was it 3 points? Yeah, I think it was 3 points, and we were up by 20 something points in that game, and then we don't take Heaney or Goulden or Warner. Sorry, not Goulden, Heaney or Warner, and they go off leash and they win the game for them. And it's just crazy. I don't know why I want to do this video. I think it's just to get my thoughts out, and I've always used Swoop Luke as a little bit of therapy. Um, and it's just crazy that it's just the small margins, and we miss out on. If it was just percentage wise, we miss out by about 150 points, which is in all of our wins. It's only so it's only 10 points more a win that we needed to um, to win these games and to get enough percentage to go ahead of Carlton into eighth. So it's just crazy the small margins, and footy is all about small margins. We know that from all of our close wins and close losses recently, and it's just disappointing. I think that's what I'm making this video about. It's just disappointing that we can't back up the flag. We can't, have that flag defense going, and the 0-3 hurts. Zero and going 4 game loss after the bye hurts as well. It was just a little bit too late getting our DNA back. So we literally have no one to blame but ourselves, and that's the worst part. When you haven't got anyone to blame but yourself, that sucks, because as humans, we always want to blame somebody else instead of ourselves. But finishing ninth by 7.7%, and by, draws not going our way, or, leads, letting go of 5 goal leads and stuff like that, or even that Gold Coast game, it's the consequences of our own actions. And that's what sucks so much. But I think it holds us in good stead for 2025. Well, I hope it does anyway. I think this is me coping, or being an optimist, or because we just needed one more win, and we're in the top 8. So fine margins. We finished ninth, where people had us finishing anywhere from like 10th to 13th. So I'm happy about that. That we won 4 of our last 5 games, or something like that. So that's really cool. So I think we go into 2025 with a little bit of momentum. It's disappointing knowing this is how the season ends. And yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is. And we'll take these lessons, take these fine margins, take these lessons, and go on, work at it. We have a good, proper, long off season now to really hit it hard. Get some players back from injury, get a whole team going, get some new faces in free agency or whatever it may be, and then hit 2025 hard. But thank you for an almighty 2024 season. We'll do the season review later on down the week. I've got a season review music parody coming out this week as well, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Watch out for that. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers. I'll sweep you later.